Alright, we are moving on to page 22 for the last assignment for this week. If you're wondering why I'm looking down, it's because my agenda is on the ground for some reason. So, yeah. Alright, so for the 23rd? Yep. Alright, so this is for Thursday, and we are going to talk about understanding the 4-quadrant coordinate plane. So I think we covered this maybe one of the last days that we were actually in school. So I'm going to start by labeling the quadrants. So there are 4 quadrants, and they are numbered in a specific way, and the numbering goes counterclockwise, which means not the normal direction a clock would go, the opposite direction. So this is, and we use Roman numerals to label them. So this is 1, quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, this is quadrant 4. So 4 in Roman numerals is IV, because V is 5, and this just means 1 before 5. So I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So every point that lies in this is in quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Alright, so for 1 to 6, we're going to plot and label each point in the coordinate plane. And we're going to name the quadrant or axis where the point is located. So this X is right here. So this horizontal line is the x-axis, and the vertical line is the y-axis. Alright, so we're going to start off with A. The first number is always the x, coming off the x-axis, and this is the y. Okay, so -3. So this is x, we're going to go to -3 on x, and then the next number is a -2. So we're going to go to -2 on y, and we're going to see where they meet, and they meet right here. So this is point A. Not super great for having this pin, but it works. Okay, so we did this one. Which quadrant is this in? Well, we see right here it's in quadrant 3. So, to save time, I'm going to write a Q. I'm going to write 3. Alright, we're going to go on to B. 4, -4. So same thing. 4 is the x. We're going to go to the x. 4 on x. And -4 on y. We're going to see where they meet. And it's right here. So we're going to put a dot. And then we're going to write a B. And we can see that it's in quadrant 4. So Q, 4. Alright, you can do the rest of these on your own. I'm going to go ahead and do number 6 because it has a 0 on it. So for F, we're going to go to 4, which is right here. And then you can see 0 is the lines. So since we're at 4 and we go to 0, it's right here. This is 4, 0. So this is F. So it's not in a quadrant, it's on an axis, and it's on the x-axis. So we're going to write x-axis. Okay, so since number 7 requires you to work with E, I will go ahead and do point E, so 3, -3. So here's 3, here's -3, where they meet is right here. So this is E. So you have 2 more to do, okay? And putting what quadrant it lies in. So if point E above is reflected across the x-axis, so that means that it's going to be, so when we think of a reflection, thinking you're looking in the mirror, or like what I'm doing right now, I can see myself in the camera. It's reflecting my face. So this x-axis is going to act like a mirror, and we're going to reflect off of it to figure out what the coordinates would be on it. So since it's on the x-axis, it's kind of like folding a paper. So like if this was a paint in you folded the paper in half to where E would end up on the same side, right? In the same spot, in the same area, with the same distance. So we can see that this is 1, 2, 3 away from the x-axis on the negative side, so we're going to make it 1, 2, 3 away from the x-axis on, so I'm just going to change the color, going up, so 1, 2, 3. So this would be E's reflection. Just so you put a dot of paint on a paper, you fold it, and then you open it, and suddenly you have 2 points. So that is what that means. What would be the coordinates of the reflection? So we would go to the x, this would be 3, and then we look at the y, and it would be 3. So the coordinates would be 3, 3. With reflections, well, let me not get ahead of myself. I will go and see what this one says. Imagine that one of the points given in problem 1 to 6 has been reflected. The reflection is in quadrant 2, so we're looking in this quadrant 2 for the reflection. What are the possible coordinates of the reflected point? Okay, so if we're going to look in quadrant 2, and it's going to be reflected, it's going to be something in this, right? Because we're going to fold it in half upways. So I know just by looking at it, it can be A. So it could be -3, 2. So that's if it's reflected off of the x-axis, right? But also it could be something in quadrant 1, because we can fold it the other way and be reflected over the y-axis. So it could be one of these. I just haven't done them, so you're going to have to figure out that one on your own. Okay? So reflections, like a mirror, or like you are folding a piece of paper, wanting to get the exact thing you've already drawn, or in this case the exact point, having the same distance from either the x-axis or the y-axis. Okay? Did not mean to do that line. Alright, that is what your assignment is. That covers all of math for this week, so have fun.